and gentlemen, the following contest is a ladder match for the ICW Zero-G Championship.
James, I feel like we need to do
The only
some
way to
stretches.
win is to claim the ladder and
promise.
retrieve the championship belt. Introducing first.
Alright, we've been bracing down the building for this one, everyone. We just put it back together after last night's King of Insanity. We got Zero-G action.
Here comes the challenger, former Zero-G champion, Will Daz Black, be a two-time ICW Zero-G champion.
James, you think of the legacy of the people that have held that belt. Noam Dar, Andy Wild, Wolfgang, Fergal Devitt, Mark Coffey, Joel Coffey, the list just keeps on going. Daz Black is a former champion, an incredible run he had as champion, but someone that he seems well destined to always battle has to be Dylan Thorne. They put on some match of the year candidate matches, but they just seem unable to put this behind them. And here we find ourselves in a ladder match.
Here we are. To put what Daz Black could achieve into context, the only other men with two Zero-G championship reigns or more, Liam Thompson, Noam Dar, Kenny Williams, Mark Coffey, and the legendary
his
Lion
opponent.
Heart.
This match is one of the most athletically taxing matches you will ever believe. And here they come.
There's the main man. Oh.
And here comes the sheer fury of the chosen son, many have said.
Well, night one of Shuck's Hoose Party 7 wasn't exactly a banner evening for the Manifesto.
No.
Will things be better during night two? They have to be.
It was not. We saw, some have called it an upset, Shaman A getting a victory over Eddie Castle, although Shay did pay for that afterwards. But that was the past. Let's talk about the now. You have two of the most, and I've got to sit here for a long time. I've got to call some incredible matches from some incredible athletes. But these two, there's just something special. And both of them, there is something special when they fight. But I want to call it again, a ladder match is one of the most athletically taxing matches. Not only have you got to have a pro wrestling match, not only have you got to climb that ladder above the O2 Academy, but those ladders can get used as weapons. They're career shorteners, those things, James.
Sure are.
And for these two, you're just giving them an extra vantage point where they can jump over each other.
There you see it, the Zero-G championship will be hanging high above the ring. Either Daz Black, the challenger, or Dylan Thorne, the reigning champion, will have to ascend that ladder and pull it down.
Daz Black, you think of everything he had to go through in order to win that belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the ICW Zero-G Championship. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my left, he is the challenger from Penrith, England, and weighing in tonight at 190 pounds, he is the Orbit Breaker. This is Daz Black.
Daz Black had his eyes fixed on that championship belt, but he's more than just the belt here tonight, James. We're going to come to that in a second.
Standing in the corner to my right, weighing in tonight at 175 pounds, representing the Manifesto from Saltcote, Scotland, he is your reigning, defending, Insane Championship Wrestling Zero-G champion. This is Dylan Thorne.
2 years go. Dylan Thorne kicked in the door of opportunity in Insane Championship Wrestling. He's been kicking skulls in with a crown of thorns. It has marched his way to that right there, the ICW Zero G Championship belt. And the only man that has been matching him in that race to glory next to the neck. Oh, look at this. Steel chair already in the ring. They shut up. This match is off and running.
Daz Black diving out on top of the other members of the Manifesto. Meanwhile,
and already Dylan Thorne's got that ladder and he's going for his title.
The champion not wasting any time, but here comes the Orbit Breaker.
Suddenly I'm getting very uneasy being at ringside, James.
The smile on Daz Black's face.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, how wicked was that from Dylan Thorne.
And you know something, that's going to torque up the knee.
Absolutely, and that's going to be telling the longer this match goes on, because if Daz Black can't even climb that ladder, then he can kiss goodbye his chances of becoming champion.
Oh! Like a cannonball, shot him into that ladder like a dart. You can see the crowd wincing at ringside.
Well, you've got to love these tactics from Dylan Thorne and the Manifesto. They want to end this one quickly.
Going to the top rope. What's he got planned? Oh! Looked like he was going for that over-the-top blockbuster. Goes for a big lariat. Look at the quickness of Black. Showing no... Jesus! Right between the eyes.
This is smart. Dylan Thorne.
Well, Black seems to be... I beg your pardon. Dylan Thorne seems to be the one that's excelling most using that ladder.
Thorne is proactive, that's for sure. And now climbs that ladder, or starts to climb. Daz Black cuts him off.
Certainly does.
And you can see how unsteady that ladder is. What it takes to actually climb that and pull down that Zero G Championship, which is hanging high above the ring.
Dylan Thorne had himself interjected into a ladder match. I mean, the legacy, these two were having battles in ICW Fight Club long before the Zero G title even got involved. Their names are used in whispers as the future of pro wrestling here in ICW. Many have called them future world champions, but will there be any left of either of them to make it to that glory?
Thorne targets that leg again, a concerted effort just to wound an already wounded animal in Daz Black.
As athletically gifted as Black is, he wants to make sure he covers up for these ground and pound, no nonsense. It's Dylan Thorne.
Eyes of the devil himself, ADM, looking on from ringside. The man responsible for this Manifesto.
He took 3 forgotten souls here in ICW and made them 3 of the strongest forces, including Dylan Thorne. But you can't look past the Orbit Breaker.
Dylan Thorne had fingertips on that championship. And here comes Daz Black now, around the ladder.
Boom! Nails him right to the sternum, James. That's interesting. Trying to cut off the core strength. Tried the air from the lungs. And you can see Eddie Castle and what I assume is Grant McIver patrolling, prowling at ringside.
The Orbit Breaker tries to toss Dylan Thorne out, didn't quite manage it, but now climbing that ladder.
Back to it again. Too slow though in the climb. Oof.
Well, that has to be the injured leg.
And you just saw Dylan just pushes him off, and that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make sure you hurt your opponent. And that's what it's about. It's not about pinning them. It's not about making them submit. You are trying to hurt them so much that they can't move. They are unable to climb. They're unable to physically, but just think about how ruthless that is.
Oh, what a suplex.
And with the tools both these men have at their arsenal, we could see a career ended here tonight.
Dylan Thorne now sizing up Daz Black, charges in. Oh, bounces off the ladder. Spine first onto that cold, unforgiving steel, Billy.
Rolls right over in his neck. And we can see our crack referees here at ringside.
Black rolling Dylan out of the ring.
Keeping a close eye. Look at that. Eddie Castle showing concern.
It's going to be interesting to see how quickly Daz can climb this ladder this time.
Here comes Dylan.
Oh, and pushes Black off.
Jack went straight across, throat first across that rope.
It was a bad landing for the Orbit Breaker. Dylan Thorne just relishing the chance to punish his opponent.
That was a horrid landing, James. A horrid landing.
There's Dylan Thorne even smacking the ladder about the ring. Grabs the head of Daz Black.
One thing about Dylan Thorne is he's always angry. That sheer pure fury that has been harnessed.
Well, it's that harnessed anger, to your point, that has led Dylan Thorne to the Zero G champion.